All right, y'all, what's up, man? Welcome back to the channel. I want to talk real quick about your boy, Jay Prince, man. I guess everybody probably didn't heard what's been going on with him recently about him appearing on Breakfast Club. $1 million worth of game and basically making a threat to Offset. I know he's been trying to clear his son's name because of what happened to Offset, to Takeoff at that party a few months back. But just like a lot of people online I've been seeing, I think he crossed the line. I think he went too far. I think trying to come at Offset and make it seem as if he's going to be violent or he'll do something to him, I don't think that's mature. You know what I'm saying? And I'm actually a person from Chicago, and I've been listening to the music that they've been putting out over the decades. And I remember being in young years, in 20 or something, 19. I don't remember exactly my age. And he had Larry Hoover on the album, which he was talking. Larry Hoover was talking on the album. That's the first time that we had ever heard Larry Hoover voice anything like that, because he had been in prison forever. And we're from Chicago, so that he was, royalty in Chicago. So we grew up hearing that, and Jay Prince was the person who did that. Well, it was so successful that Jay Prince ultimately came out with his own album the same way, where he just talked on it. He didn't rap. He got spitting game. I don't know how many albums he came out with or whatever, but he did drop that. Jay Prince did. So it was a success for him. And so he's just always been in the industry and always had a good name as far as being like this guy who was respected from Houston. But you got to think about the guys like these young boys that's rapping. They probably 30, 27, 29. They not really older gentlemen. They not 45. They not 42. They not 50. They young dudes. And so they're not going to be able to really probably even know the history of Jay Prince and know his legacy like that, because that's not their era. Their era is today, 10 years ago, in the future. So I don't think that was right for him to do that young guy like that. Now, he did say some stuff that I thought was kind of off key. He said, Jay Prince said, yo, you tripping, but you ain't even been there around your brother. And I was like, wait, what? Wait a minute. I mean, that's like what you call a punch, like a hit, like a real deep hit. And it's almost very negative, too, because it's like if somebody lose they kin or they loved one, why? Who are you to mention it or speak on it or have some kind of statement or opinion about it? It's like, what the hell are you talking about? That's my brother. He died unfortunately and in a horrible way. But don't speak on it and try to make it seem like I'm, weak or something like that about what happened to my brother, or I was bogus about what we was going through the time frame before he died. That's why I think he crossed the line, because say you just calling yourself a gangster, or you're a tough guy, you're a killer, you're a dealer, whatever the stuff is that people call themselves, and then somebody speak on your family member like that, well, that's gonna push you over the limit. I mean, even if you wasn't that, you're not that kind of person. You're just a regular dude or regular girl, and maybe that time you didn't get a chance to see your brother or sister, or you want to say something to them, and they passed away, unfortunately, in a sharp kind of designated moment like that. It's nothing that you can really do. It happened so fast. I said that'll drive a person to want to go do something to you. So that's why I was like, man, you would say that to the guy and then just expect him to just walk away and say, oh, okay, you said that. Even though boy did come out and make a statement about it, he did come out and say something and it was like, yo, man, you could just call me, take off. I mean, Offset did. He said you did just call. You should have just called me. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Offset too, because what happened to him was really unfortunate. Obviously he was just at a location with a bunch of people, and the person that had the gun pinpointed him and knew his position in the industry and was like, I'd rather take him out. He didn't have a gun. He wasn't looking forward to that. He didn't see it coming. And so it's really sad what happened to him. But the overall consensus is that he was under the protection of Jay Prince's sons, and or one of the sons, if not all of them. So with this happening, it kind of loses the credibility of the son's quote unquote street cred or his respectability that somebody would even pull something like that. And so it's really hard, because it's like, whose side do you take in that? Like, is Jay Prince's sons in them wrong for having that happen on a quote unquote watch? Or is Offset, or I'm sorry, Takeoff. What's his name? Offset. Offset is he wrong for having a bad feeling towards them, or being like, yo, I don't like what you know what I'm saying happened. I'm not gonna ever see my brother again, and that's something y'all are basically responsible for. So it drives a deep wedge into the friendship or relationship, or even if it could have even been that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things that you kind of got to kind of wonder, like, dang, who's right in this situation? Who's wrong in this situation? But, that was just horrible what happened. The boy was not supposed to be shot or killed or taken out like that. And this is going to reverberate furthermore deeper into the idea. It's not going to just go away easily. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be one that kind of stick. And I think Jay Prince, the older guy, the father, should make an apology for that. He should go back and be like, yo, let's chill because, I don't think that's right. You know what I'm saying? The guy got to, he young, number one. So obviously he going to have emotionality about his brother dying. But then he should be able to, Jay Prince, the older man, should be able to see that and have a perspective of, I get what he going through. Let me be there for you because this is something that happened in my city and in our town, but it was something somebody else basically was responsible for that we couldn't control. You know what I'm saying? It's like when, I think, what's that? This celebrity, when I was a kid, there was a celebrity got killed, but it was all over TV. God, I know his name. He's from the Beatles. He was the main dude from the Beatles. Can't think of his name right now, but when I was a very little kid, this came on TV. It's like the 80s when he got killed. Forgot his name. Not Paul McCartney. It's another name. But anyway, brother, rest in peace to the brother too. But he ended up passing away, and just don't remember his name. But it was all over TV, and I remember how big that got. I mean, it was so big. It was just every time you looked on TV, you started showing his wife on TV. And then as I became older, they always showed his wife on TV, the Asian lady. And so it was like, dang, man, that was just crazy. I remember even seeing his kid, because I was a kid. The kid became a grown man, and he had music videos on TV, that dead guy from the Beatles' son. And I was like, dang, so he became a music dude too, because it was just, they played music videos on regular TV back then. So, I don't think that guy, Offset, am I saying this right? No, Takeoff, and rest in peace, Takeoff. I don't think Takeoff had children. I don't know, but I think he was too young that he probably didn't have kids right now. You know what I'm saying? So then you just leaving his mother and his family members that's going to miss him. And then the fact that he'll never have kids is going to make that be something that never go away in a family. So, you know what I'm saying? That just show you, man, rap is different from what it was back in the day. It's like, the guys want to be tough. They want to have a tough demeanor. They want to, they call themselves mob ties over in Houston, the guys. But then this is kind of like a mob situation that happens. Almost like those words perpetuate this kind of activity. You know what I'm saying? This kind of mindset that people come around thinking they want to be mobsters and shit like that. Even though it stands for some respectable acronym, like it's like men in business. I don't know exactly the acronyms, but they be saying it or whatever. But people still acting. They looking at Gilly and Wallow as they should have never had to interview with them, because you can't control what somebody say or nothing like that. And I know they respect the other guy, the old guy, Jay Prince, the older guy. I know they respect him, but it's like, yo, that was kind of a threat right there, right on the show. And hopefully nothing happened. They don't go further than just words. You know what I'm saying? But it just show you that you got to kind of protect yourself out here and be in a situation where none of this can happen, even though you can't control every situation. So I want y'all to tell me in the comment section what y'all think about that. What's up with Jay Prince? Do you think he fouled? Do you think he should make an apology? Do you think he gonna do something? Do you think he got the wherewithal to do something, or he's just an old man just capping? What you think? And do you think that that Takeoff should have a real mindset about? No, I'm sorry, Offset. I always got their names mixed up. Rest in peace to Takeoff. I always got their names mixed up because they are a few generations younger than me in the hip hop world. But I do know about them. So, but I always got their name. I remember the Quavo kid, though. I definitely remember him because his name was just so much different. But let me know what y'all think that's going to be, man. Do you think is he going to retaliate? You know what I'm saying? I know he's a rich guy. He married to Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? So let's hear in the comment section, man. I appreciate y'all listening, talking, liking, subscribing, and I'm going to holler at y'all in a minute. And when the next video come up, I know y'all going to rock with me. Peace.